doing 10. So the base of the triangle is really the diameter of the circle, which makes it 10. So if I come over here to my calculator, this is going to be 25. Because 5 times 10 is 50, half of 50 is 25. So if I go to my calculator, it is going to be 39.25 minus 25. There's my answer. 14.25 millimeters squared. Yay?
Yay.
Gotcha.
All right, so far today, everything we have been doing is area. Okay? We're going to now do, just a minute, we're going to do perimeter. Now, tell me what perimeter means.
Around.
And how do you get perimeter? Add. Okay, now, you're gonna fuss at me because you're gonna say, these look just like the problems we just did. The ones we just did were area. These are perimeter. Add up sides no matter what. So whether they poke it out or whether they suck it in, it don't matter. When it says perimeter, add them up. Now, if it's area, you've got to pay attention with area. Because when you're doing area, you've got to say, area is the inside. So you've got to say, did I take it away or did I add it? So when you're doing area, you've got to pay attention to whether it's sucking in or whether it's adding up. When you're doing perimeter, you're just walking. So it doesn't matter whether I'm walking this way or whether I'm walking this way, I'm just walking. So perimeter is just adding. Okay? Now, for this problem, we are not doing the basketball court. What we are doing is we are walking around the track. I want to know how far we walked around the track. A whole lot. So, we want to know the perimeter. And perimeter means add up the sides.
Yes, sir.
So, do you agree that we have 2 flat sides and 2 curved sides? We walk flat sides and we walk curved sides. Okay? So, for this problem, doing my perimeter, we walk 2 flat sides plus 2 curved sides.
Showed up.
Now, my flat sides are easy peasy.
84.
84? And how long is that one?
84.
84. Now, my curved sides are a little bit harder. Okay? Now, just like we did with the other one, if I take this curved piece and this curved piece and put them together, do you agree that makes a whole circle? What is the diameter of that circle? 57. Is everybody with me? Now, if I come to my formula sheet for just a second, we are not doing the area of the circle. We're not doing the inside of the circle. We're doing the outside of the circle. So we're not doing how much pizza we have. We're doing the crust, the circumference. And y'all, we have a choice.
Oh, goodness.
We know the diameter now. So we can use pi d. The circumference equals pi d. And the reason we're doing the circumference is we want to know how much track we walked. We want to know the outside of the circle. So we're going to do pi d. Circumference equals pi d. So, C equals pi times d. And the good news, we already know that d is 57. So if I come down here, I'm going to do 3.14 times 57. Now, did I walk the whole circle or did I walk half the circle? I walked the whole of it. So I'm going to use 178.98. That 178.98 represents both of those together. So to get my perimeter, I would use the 178.98, which represents both of the curved pieces, plus the 84, plus the 84, there's my perimeter. So my perimeter, now what kind of units does perimeter have? Just plain, just meters. So it didn't matter whether it was poking out or sucking in, I just add them all up because it's perimeter.
Wait.
I know.
346.98. 346.98. Now, let's look at one that's slightly different. Let's look at this one.
Same thing.
Okay? If I'm doing the perimeter, I want to know if I walked that, plus that, plus that, plus that, how much did I walk? How many flat sides did I walk? 3 flat sides. And how many curved sides did I walk?
1.
Okay, let's go ahead and start doing the flat sides. Those are the easy ones. Give me a flat side.
16.
Okay, 16 plus 22 plus 22. Do you agree those are my 3 flat sides?
Yeah.
Now, my curved side is the one that requires a little bit of work. So, I have to realize that my curved side is going to be half of a circle. So, I'm going to do the circumference. What is the diameter of that circle?
8.
The diameter.
6, 8, what about the whole diameter?
16.
16.
16. So, it's going to be 3.14 times 16. Do I need the whole circle? No. I only need half the circle, so I'm going to cut it in half. So I'm going to do 3.14 times 16 cut in half. That gives me 25.12. 25.12 is not your answer. 25.12 is just the curve side. To get my answer, I have to add up all the sides. So it's going to be the 16, the 22, the 22, and there, nope. So my answer is 85.12. I didn't care that it sucked in because I'm still walking. It's still perimeter. So my answer is going to be 85.12 inches. Make sense? With perimeter, you have to say, oh, it's sucking in, I got to subtract. I mean, with area, it's sucking in, I got to subtract. It's poking out, I got to add. But with perimeter, you add it up no matter what. We good? Look at this one right here.
Man.
Come on now.
Yeah, we got 4
That's
minutes.
a good one, man.
Have y'all seen this one?
I did.
Oh, that's so easy.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Did you do good, Kern?
Before we do this one, let me show you an easier one. If I give you and
What the hell?
and I give you 4, 8, X, and 10. And I say find X.
Uh-huh.
Pick a, you gotta just make a pattern. I don't care what pattern you make.
Oh,
Pick a number, or 4.
4, 8. Yeah, I do the 8.
Okay, she says 4 over 8. So she just made a pattern. She said 4 over 8. So you've got to do the same pattern. So she would do X over 10. 4 over 8, X over 10. Now, if she would have done 4 over X,
Oh,
she would have had to do
8 over 10.
8 over 10. I don't care what your pattern is. You just got to complete your pattern. If I would have done 10 over 8, complete the pattern. X over 4. So if I would have done 10 over 8, I would have had to do X over 4. And then once you set it up, you cross multiply. 4 times 10 divided by 8. 4 times 10 divided by 8. 4 times 10 divided by 8. They'll all give me the same answer. This is the same thing. When I come to this problem, do you see that we have 2 triangles? We have a height of a person with the shadow of a person. We have a height of a tree with the shadow of the tree. Tamika, we are trying to find out how tall the tree is. So give me some kind of fraction. It's not going to be wrong.
Okay, 8.1 feet over 38.
Okay, so you did 8.1 over 38. So you did the first shape over the second shape. So for your other fraction, you've got to do the first shape over the second shape. So what is your other fraction going to be?
X over,
Maybe 5 over
no,
8.
5 over 5 X.
So if you do 8.1 over 38, you can't do that.
5,
So if you do this, you've got to do that.
Yes,
So you've
5.
got to do 5 over X. Do you see why that other one was wrong? So if you go this way, you can't say X over 5, because that's not the same pattern.
okay.
So if I do 8.1 over 38, I've got to do 5 over X. Now, I could have done 5 over 8.1. What would my other pattern be? X over 38. I don't care what pattern you use, it's just got to be the same pattern. Now, what I would do in my
Like in the same
calculator,
direction?
do what?
Like in the same direction?
In the same direction. So what would make this one wrong, Tamika, is if I would have done 5 over 8.1, I couldn't have gone this way.
Okay.
So if I come down, I've got to come this way as well. Now, in my calculator,
Okay, so
I
you-
would do 5 times 38 divided by 8.1.
Okay, so wherever way you go, so if you did 5 over 8.1, on the other side, you got to do the same way.
If I do 5 over 8.1, I've got to do X over 38. So if I do 5 over 8.1, I just can't go, I've got to go in the same order, in the same direction. So whatever direction you pick for the first fraction, that's the direction you got to pick for the second fraction. So in my calculator to solve this one, it's going to be 5 times 38 divided by 8.1. And it says round it to,
To the nearest.
we're going to round it to the nearest tenth. What is this to the nearest tenth? 23.5 feet tall is the tree. And we never had to leave the ground. All right, downstairs, we working our butts off. Just saying. Because our percentage has not moved since Monday.
Okay, don't put that out.
See me this week. I'm gonna be working this week. That's what y'all told me. Percentages hadn't moved.
I didn't say that.
Hadn't moved at all. Did somebody say that, Emily? Did somebody say they were gonna be working this week?
I heard that, but
I
Yeah,
thought I heard that.
I definitely heard it.
Yeah, you too.
I don't know who said that. Because I had a video recorder on.
What Terry, I tell you.
It did, but there's no mouth to listen. What's up, Whip? Come on, listen. It didn't proceed at Panamuns.
Tamika, did you get what you needed to get, Boo?
Yes, I got it.
Where's the off button?
Just squish it, squish it. Yep.